Hey everyone, Dad GFN here, and I have quite a big piece of Gravity Falls history right in front of me right now. What I have here is the script to Not What He Seems. Yeah, the script to the biggest episode of the entire show, right in front of me, all 54 pages of it. So you might be asking yourself, how on earth did I get this? Well, it all goes back to 2015. In that year, Alex Hirsch did a contest on Twitter. I don't remember the exact specific details of it because this was long before I was a fan of the show, but long story short, I think it involved the Gravity Falls toys or something at the time. And he basically said like whoever won it would get a special prize. And the winner was a guy named Mason who ran a YouTube channel which is now known as Mr. Blue Tie, and he made this awesome video of the Gravity Falls theme song using the Vinylmation figurines that were available at the time, and he won the contest. And he got the script signed by all the cast members that worked on it as his prize. And as you can see here, Alex drew this grunkle stand with him basically saying in code here, which I think is Caesar cipher, "Stay weird." And yeah, this is a PDF copy of that exact very script. So how I came into possession of it was basically a while back. It was a conversation I think on Discord or something. Basically, we were discussing like Lost Gravity Falls media and stuff, and it came into a conversation about how like there is a copy of the Nobody Seems script floating around out there that is in possession of someone, and I was like, it might be cool to maybe see if like they still have it and get in contact with them and see if they could release it. And I went online and I found Mr. Blue Tie Mason, and he still runs a Instagram account, and I contacted him on there, and I was like, hey, I run with the Dad GFN YouTube channel. Do you still have the Nobody Seems script, and if you'd be willing to share it with the fandom? And he got back to me and he was super nice about it. Like he was like, it was like kind of funny because like I remember watching his stuff years back because he had an Instagram account at the time as well called Gravity Smalls, where he uploaded like these awesome photographs of the Gravity Falls Funko Pops and stuff. And he basically let me know that he was a fan of my work as well, which is super cool to know. Like someone who I was a huge fan of back in the day is a fan of my work, so that's pretty cool. But he basically said like, yeah, he does have the script now, he seems still, and he had been meaning to make a PDF copy of it for a while, but he never got around to doing it. So now he was like, basically, yeah, sure, I can get it made, and if you can release it, then that'll be great. So we worked together on that. So he did all the actual hard work of scanning the document and making this amazing readable and even selectable, so you can like copy like the stuff that's on it, stuff like there, so you can like copy and paste like the text and stuff and do a word search and whatnot on it. But yeah, like he did all of that, and I basically just did the releasing part. So when he sent me the script a couple of days ago, like I just released the Google document, the Google Drive folder that he posted it to, and I also made an archive on the Wayback archive.org. So the script is now public for everyone to see. So if you haven't yet had the chance to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can read the entire script to Not What He Seems. As like you can download this. Like this is the first time I'm aware of that the entire script to an episode of Gravity Falls has been released publicly for all fans to enjoy. So yeah, this is a huge deal. And Mason let me know that the script does have a couple of differences in it to the regular episode Now What He Seems. So yeah, so I'm basically just going to look through that, see if I can find some of them. I have seen some people tweeting about it, and yeah, there's some pretty big things that are different about the script to the episode that we all know and love. So as you can see, like this is how it goes. Like I heard of like from someone that every text that you see that's in blue is actually revisions to the episode lines. So like these are revisions to that episode and stuff. So that's pretty interesting. So you can see like you can even see like here it says like the animatic conform or whatever this is called. Like someone who's in the animation industry, if you know what that means, let me know. I know what animatic means, but not what it means by animatic conform. So yeah, there's that. But as you can see, it says here that it's September 9th, 2014, which is when this episode script was, I guess, written or made available. So that's pretty cool. So you can see like here's the stuff about the portal room. Like here's Stan making the portal, like getting everything done or whatnot. There's a couple of highlights of stuff that I remembered seeing that I'm just going to get to. And then if there's some more differences, you can look through it yourself. But you can see here's where it ends, the before the cold open starts. So this is where the episode episode. Then it comes in, here's Dipper and Mabel running, and Mabel finding the fireworks and whatnot. Here they are playing on the roof of the mystery shack, Mabel screaming, "I'm the god of destruction," and whatnot. The water balloons and stuff. Mabel throwing water balloons at Dipper. Dumb things forever. So, it's pretty familiar stuff to what the script is, as we all know and love. Here we have Stan being arrested. There's one thing here I saw people are mentioning. Mystery Shack. Where is it? It was something Mabel said. Oh, here it is. So this line here, Mabel's like, "But Grunkle Stan's not dangerous. He's a sweet old man who lets us blow up fireworks and sometimes drive his car, and I'll stop talking now." So you can see, I'm pretty sure this is a not SMP approved line because, trying to suggest that Dipper and Mabel are allowed to drive Grunkle Stan's car is, I don't think SMP wanted to spread that message. So, this is probably one of those rare times where probably SMP was right in terms of that. But, it's still kind of funny to think about. And also, technically in the show, Dipper and Mabel do drive the golf cart around a lot. So, on public roads. So think of it as you will. But yeah, so here's the part where Powers and Triggers are arresting Stan, taking him to the prison and whatnot. So you can hear Stan saying he's innocent, roadside Wendy coming into work, seeing the SWAT team there, and then just disappearing. Here we are at the Gravity Falls police station with Stan getting his mugshot and whatnot. And here's Seuss making his order, I guess, after Stan, got the phone call and stuff. So we have all this going on. Dipper and Mabel on the highway. This scene, this is what everyone was talking about. I also got sent a screenshot of this. So this is Powers and Trigger in a conversation. So it says here, Agent Trigger is talking with Agent Powers, who is visible in the drop-down screen above the dashboard. And he's basically mentioning how, this Stan's in custody and the interrogation has been difficult. And then originally here, we see it shows a scene of Stan being interrogated, and he's hooked up to a lie detector, and he's like, "I've never committed any crimes," and the lie detector buzzes saying that it's a lie. Then he's like, "I'm a good man," and the lie detector buzzes again. And then this one, he's like, "I fully support and respect the US government," and the lie detector cannot cope with that magnitude of Stan's fibbing and just explodes. So, yeah, Stan caused the lie detector to blow up, and I think this is technically meant to be a reference to The Simpsons or something. I'm gonna have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it's a Simpsons reference if I remember correctly. But yeah, so there's that, and then we see, of course, Dipper and Mabel coming up with their ways to escape the car. Justin Pranked showing up. What else is there? The security tapes. Oh yeah, there's them talking about the security tapes, the car crash and whatnot. The police station Stan, figuring out how to escape. Oh, Lazy Susan mentioning the whole, the hiccup, the Earth having a giant hiccup, McGucket escaping while the sun's going down. Yep, it's familiar stuff. There's very few differences to the actual episode, but the ones that are differences, it's pretty interesting to see there. So, here they are, getting the videotapes, looking at the recording. Oh wait, let me see if I can find it. Someone yelled "Wormy Dance," so that was always going to be in the episode. That's cool to see. They're like, no, you didn't. Oh, here it is. Here's the iconic moment. Hot Belgian waffles. Oh wait, I can swear for real. Son of a. And yeah, it's nice to see that entire line is still there. I guess the only difference they did was they had Stan inhaling at this time around. So that's pretty funny. That's him, all right. So nice to know that was always in the script to begin with. So that's pretty cool. What else is there? They're looking at the lamp. Here they are. Stan. This is when they find out that Stan's faked his death and stuff. The fiery crash. Who cut Stan's brakes? Stan isn't Stan. That's the end of Act 2. Then we start Act 3, and here's who they're living with. There's Justin Pranked part and whatnot. So it's still overall pretty familiar stuff. We all know what goes on. We all know what happens next here. It's pretty straightforward content. Like I said, there's only a few differences to the script that a lot of fans have found. So here, where is it? Oh yeah, that's Seuss, with the vending machine, legally changed name to Stan Jr., given a mission to protect the vending machine, Stan and whatnot. Seuss and the kids finding out about the secret underground part of the mystery shack. Here they're Stan still racing to the moment, and here we're getting really close to the actual legendary moment. Maybe he's the author. I was wrong the whole time. Oh, that's Dipper reading the journal. Final. Oh, here it is. It's the final countdown, just like they always sung about. So that's still there after all these years. I guess I guess there's a couple of differences made, but overall still the same. Gravity Falls towns. Ground begins to shake and whatnot. There's like this all stops now. Stan screaming, "Don't touch that button." And yeah, and then here's the iconic moment as it goes, like, there, brace yourselves. Here's like what it says, like, "There's the deepest, bassiest hum we've ever heard. Dipper and everyone else floats up away from the button." I love the emphasis on deepest, bassiest hum. The portal machine surges with energy. The mystery shack starts to lift off from the ground. Bud flying away. That's always funny. The whole panic in the town as gravity actually falls for the first time in the entire show. We got Mabel. Here we're getting into it. Where is it? Something I want. Here it is. This is what's gotten everybody so surprised that I've read the script, and it's basically an alternate version of what Stan tells Mabel that convinces her to trust him, which is like, here he says, "I wanted to say that until you twins showed up this summer, I didn't know if my stupid life was worth living." And yeah, I've seen Tumblr go crazy about this. I've seen everyone on Twitter go crazy about this. They're just so surprised at this scene. It's like, the whole difference, and the only difference in blue text is stupid. So this whole scene was the original thing they wrote before. I guess they had to change it probably because SMP didn't want them to suggest that Stan was maybe suicidal or something, which is what some people have been mentioning. This might be implying the scene was all going to be about. So that's pretty interesting to see that, Stan talking about just how important having Dipper and Mabel come into his life during the summer is. So that's pretty cool to see. This whole thing, this one part alone is probably what's made having this entire script public now worth it. But yeah, there's that. You can see, "Trust me, I've worked for everything else for his family." So it was gonna, that part was, so I guess they changed this line to being like, the thing about how, like, "You're gonna hear things about me and some of them are true, and then but trust me, everything I've cared for is all for his family." Then it's all, the whole "Grunkle Stan, I trust you." And there's the iconic moment right there. And then we just continue from there. The white flash, the disappearance of the room, the melting, the mystery shack explodes and whatnot. I mean, not explodes, but the portal, what happens. The portal, quote unquote, explosion. There's the coffee mug flying by, the image of Dipper, the photo, that iconic shot of the characters all floating around in the white light of the portal. And then it ends with, of course, the portal room collapsing and Ford emerging out of the portal. And there it is. Wow, look at I didn't see anybody talking about this. Wait, where is it? Where does it start? The golf cart. There it is. Six-fingered hand. Oh, angle. And also, this is how the episode was going to reveal Ford. Originally, it was going to be Dipper being like, "It can't be the author of the journals." And Stan looks up at the author and is like, "You're finally back." And then it's the reveal to Ford. Honestly, quite frankly, I'm glad they changed that, because this doesn't sound all that exciting of a reveal, to be honest. Like, the whole thing about Dipper already knowing that it's the author of the journal. Like, I think Stan revealing that to us instead of Dipper, with Dipper being like, "Who is that?" And then Stan's like, "The author of the journals, my brother." That hits harder, I think, than, Dipper being like, "It's the author of the journals." And then Stan's like, "Oh, you're finally back." Like, you see, like probably my way of saying it doesn't sound as good, but you get it. Like, it doesn't sound as good if that was how it worked. So I think, yeah, this is a good change to the line. So I'm glad this didn't stick around. This doesn't sound as good as what we got in the episode, but hey, that's part of the script writing process. Some things make it in, some things don't. And then it ends with the whole thing of like, the kids look back and forth between two old men in amazement. And then here's like, Mabel's like, "Is this the part where one of us faints?" "Oh, I am so on it, dude." And Suze faints. And it ends, of course, with the final scene of the swing with Stan and Ford swinging on a swing set, just to end the episode looking over the ocean. And yeah, that is the entirety of the script to Not What He Seems. It is, yeah, it's kind of insane that this is now in our possession. Like, the fact that we have this is, like, how many other shows are there out there where the script to their biggest episode is just publicly available to be read? Like, not maybe a lot of them. The only reason we even have this is because Alex gave this away. So technically, this is public knowledge. Like, this was always going to be public knowledge eventually. Like, and it's now finally out. And I gotta give a huge shout out and thank you to Mason for doing this, Mr. Blue Tie. If you don't know about his channel, go check it out. He makes some amazing videos. This would not have been possible without him. Like, he's the winner. He's the guy who won this script from Alex Hirsch back in 2015, and he's now given us the chance to read it. I think he probably would have released this a lot sooner. Maybe he probably forgot or whatnot, or probably no one's ever reached out and asked him about it. And that's kind of what I like doing with Gravity Falls. It's like finding these obscure and rare aspects of the show and reaching out to the people who know how to get these things and getting this stuff out. And anyone could probably have done this, but I guess it was me who did it. But of course, like, the real MVP of this whole thing is Mason. Like, he is the guy who did all the heavy lifting, doing all the scanning, who won the script to begin with. So like, he's the real guy who deserves all the credit for this. I'm just the guy who he gave the script to release to. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is an amazing thing to have. Like, it's amazing to be able to read the script that these amazing writers who made Gravity Falls, what we all know and love, made. This is probably the first, like, I actually saw Jason Ritter actually liked my tweet about it, so he's probably read this document himself again. Like, who knows, maybe this is the first time Jason Ritter has probably looked at the script and Now What He Seems, since he recorded the lines back in who knows when. It was like 2015 or 2014 or whenever they recorded Now What He Seems. That is a pretty surprising thing to think about. And if you didn't know, Now What He Seems is turning 10 years old this March, so this is a big momentous moment. Like, Gravity Falls' biggest episode is turning a decade old, and now fans can read the entire script and see what it was like before. So yeah, that's a pretty exciting thing to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just me checking out the script and talking about it, and probably getting more people's attention to the fact that the entire script to Now What He Seems is now public. If you wanted to read it, you can read it. You can download it right now. I'll leave the links in the description again below. But yeah, this is all available freely for you all to enjoy. No strings attached. This is free for you to download and check out. Do whatever you want with this. This script is public. It's all for you to enjoy. Thank you again, Mason. If you're watching this video, you're a legend for doing this. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you, Alex Hirsch, for even releasing this script to someone to have the chance to own. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far in the video, hope you enjoyed it. More content coming soon on the channel. I'm still working out the mic issues that I have. I don't know if the mic quality on this video sounds that good, because I'm still working it all out. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, bye.